Now we're heading inside the ultimate Disney fan event, D23. Chief Business Correspondent Rebecca Jarvis is in Anaheim and got an inside scoop from Bob Iger, the CEO of ABC News parent company, Disney.
Welcome to the happiest place on earth.
It really feels like it. People all over the place excited about D23. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Can I get a photo, please?
You're the Disney princess, suddenly.
On the eve of D23, a kind of ultimate Disney mega fan event, CEO Bob Iger taking us inside the magic at Disneyland.
Every time I've been to this event, I leave with a sense of incredible pride, but actually a real sense of joy, seeing what impact we've had on people all over the world and to see it up close. And it's an extraordinary feeling.
Any surprises this year you can let us in on ahead of time?
I'm not going to break any news here because I don't want to spoil the surprise. There are many.
This summer, Disney has surprised and delighted audiences with films from Deadpool and Wolverine to Inside Out 2.
I'm Anxiety. I am just such a huge fan of yours.
Breaking box office records, becoming the highest-grossing animated film ever, topping $1.5 billion at the box office.
It also happens to be the first film I saw in a theater with my 5-year-old daughter, and she loved it. What do you think the secret was there?
I have to react to what you just said, because the first film that I saw as a 5-year-old was Cinderella.
Oh.
My grandparents took me to a Disney film when I was 5, and I actually still remember that. So,
and mine was Pinocchio, and I got scared when his nose grew.
Yes, Pinocchio was a scary movie, but it's just interesting that here we are as adults remembering that first film, and it was a Disney film, and your daughter will have the same, I think, the same memory. You know, every single transaction that this company experiences emanates from great creativity and great storytelling. It all starts right there. And when I returned to the company in 2022, it was very, very clear to me that we had to put creativity back to basically the center of this company.
So what does the future hold?
How do you think about the incorporation of things like AI and animatronics and all of that?
I think, first of all, it's really important that in a world where technology provides people with these visual experiences that are stunning in many ways and look real, I think we have to remember that the experience of coming to one of our parks is an immersive experience in a physical environment. The reality here is reality is real, you know, and I think that's important. So I don't want to lose that. But we also know that new generations of people in our world grow up with these incredible and stunning visual images. And so you have to deliver on that expectation, too.
They're everywhere, by the way, everywhere.
Hi, Bob.
How are you all?
The way that we're getting our content is changing. What the consumer is expecting out of all of it is starting to change. How do you navigate that as the CEO?
Well, I started at ABC 50 years ago. So I've been in the entertainment business in some form or another for 5 decades. And over that period of time, almost everything has changed. One thing has not changed, and that is the importance of and the power of storytelling, and the need for people and the want of people to be entertained. And I think that's probably never been as true as it is today. It's something the world needs.
Which is exactly what Disney expects to do with the release of Moana 2 this Thanksgiving. The trailer for the much-anticipated sequel setting a company record with 178 million views in its first 24 hours.
You have Moana 2 coming out. That is another big excitement in our home.
I watched the cut of the film, and it's very exciting. We learned in the first film just what an unbelievable adventure Moana is, and I can only say that she is going to prove that yet again to us. And she has a great relationship with her younger sister, who is kind of a breakout star of the film to come in many ways.
Speaking of sequels, my daughter would love to see Inside Out 3. Any chance of that?
Well, since I said I wasn't going to in any way spoil any surprises, and I'm not, I would love to see Inside Out 3 as well.
You would?
I'll just leave it at that.
And one more big tease. Iger told us to expect a lot of surprises here about the parks experience, including the incorporation of more robotics, some of their very, very high-tech technology into a new character. Alex?
Rebecca, for what it's worth, I too would like to see Inside Out 3. Thank you very much for that.